My name is Camila Gornia. I'm the Blow Up Scale Up Marketing Strategist, in case you don't know. And I help amazing, passionate thought leaders and thought leaders in the making to blow up online and scale up their business so they can have more impact, more influence, more income as well, so they can really become those authorities in their industry online. So I want to talk about coaching, and I want to talk about something that is pretty prevalent whenever I work with people, actually. So obviously I support people with marketing, right? Like, that's my thing, marketing, marketing coaching, marketing strategy. I support them a little bit on like business coaching too, but a lot of it is marketing related. So with that, a lot of times what happens is that people, coaches, and not just coaches, but anybody really, anybody that's a service-based business owner or any kind of business owner, something that happens really often, there's this forgotten thing, this forgotten key that a lot of coaches just don't do anymore. And the reason being is that people think that marketing is the end all be all, that you just need the right strategy and then you're gonna hit it big. And there's actually something really simplistic that you need to make sure that you have in place that will allow you to really hit it big. And this is what people have that hit it big. And this is why a lot of people grow incredibly fast, even when they don't have all the ducks in order necessarily. So there's a very specific thing that happens with that. And I was speaking with a couple of my clients about this actually recently, because they're always looking for the next strategy. They're always like, well, what should I do here? What should I do here? What's the tangible? Like, you know, logistics wise, like, what am I setting up and here and here and here? And I get it, because I'm very like, I love doing that kind of stuff too, and I want to make sure that everything is like in the right order, everything's done properly and stuff like that. But there's actually something else that a lot of times gets lost in translation as you start focusing on growth, So a lot of times, and this is what I do with my clients, I focus on the numbers. I look at the numbers because I believe that when you know the numbers, you know kind of what to do. So we often look at numbers, we look at revenue, we look at you know, list size, we look at all that kind of stuff. But there's also something that we look at as well, and that is how you actually show up, your personality, how your people react to what you say, different angles, different positionings, and more of the soft kind of stuff we look at as well. Now, when it comes to marketing, a lot of times people get into this mindset of marketing and they focus on the numbers a little bit too much, right? So they start kind of thinking, okay, so I need to hit 20K month this month. I need to do it. And that's all they're thinking about, is like hitting that 20K month. That's literally all they're thinking about. And I know, because I've definitely been there. And it's funny because I just came out of that little spiral, if you will, like a cycle, and you go into this cycle where you go into looking at numbers and you start kind of taking for granted what you already have, and you start taking for granted the fact that, oh my gosh, you had 10 new subscribers today, and how amazing is that? And oh my gosh, you had 5 new sales today, and how freaking cool is this? And they came from like who knows where, they just came out of nowhere, instead of feeling bad that like, oh my god, I only got 5 sales, why didn't I get 10? And this is something I can relate to so much, because I have been focusing on the numbers, and I tend to go into this kind of cycle of like, not enough, not enough, not enough. I don't feel good enough, so therefore I'm not getting enough people. And I kind of forget that, like, oh my gosh, there's these amazing people that are out there that are, you know, they're willing to like break through their own blocks that they might have about buying and investing and like signing up for lists. And a lot of times we stop, we don't realize that. And exactly, it's never enough when you focus on the numbers. That's why it's important to balance everything and have that energy aspect included with everything that you do. And it's something that I'm definitely realizing a lot in myself, in my own business. And it's really amazing because I see the same difference in my clients too. It's obviously important to look at the numbers so you keep your head, you know, on your shoulders and like squaring your shoulders, and you're very like, okay, here's what's going on. But also, like, how do you actually feel about that? And why should you actually aim for that number? And then what happens if you don't reach that number? Does that mean that you're attaching some kind of an outcome if you hit that number or not? Does it mean that you're a failure if you don't hit that 20K month? Or does it mean that, oh, I just didn't hit 20K months, there's always another month that I'm gonna, you know, maybe hit that? So it's kind of like attaching how much energy and how much like of your self-worth do you attach to outcomes and results too? So because when you really want to have something happen and you're desperate for it to happen, it kind of there's that weird kind of energy that comes around with that is a little bit more of a desperation energy, and that's never a good energy to operate from, because then you're going to start attracting people that are also in that desperation energy and mindset, and then they're not going to be getting the best experience with you. You're not going to have the best experience with them either. So the other thing that I kind of wanted to mention is the coaches and the people in general, the online business owners that really hit it big, even without all the bells and whistles, are the people that are consistent in showing up. They're consistent on visibility, and they're consistent on actually being grateful for what they have and taking note and actually being aware of what's going on around them. Fabiola says, when I let go and I'm not so attached to my outcome, that when the abundance flow and I get the best clients and I have the best sale months. Exactly, yeah. So gratitude is so important, and this is kind of what really it really is energy, because you start interacting different with your people. You start actually like not seeing them as numbers, and you actually like talk to them as real human beings. I mean, think about what they must have gone through to like invest in your things. Even if it's like a $10 thing that they bought, who cares? They still had to take out their credit card, put in their number, and like they had to think about it, like, is this person worth me spending $10 on? And they decided that yes, you are worth $10 for this product. And then that sounds kind of weird, like, oh, she's worth $10. You're worth way more than that. Obviously you're worth like unlimited amounts of, you know, everything. But when it comes to products that you're selling, a lot of times we focus on like, oh, I just got this sale, okay, I'm not getting enough sales, I thought I'm gonna get 80 customers and I'm only getting 40, like what the hell's going on? I mean, focus on the fact that like, oh my gosh, these people are actually committing to being supported by you, right? So that's something that is a huge change that I have had, a huge shift that I had in the very recently, that allowed me to really like start noticing things differently. And because of that, I've had really amazing opportunities come my way as well. And it's just from being more open to experiences and being more open to receiving and being more open to like being grateful for what I have and the things that come my way, you know, without expectations, without being attached to what I think is supposed to happen, right? Because that's when magic really happens, and that's really amazing. That's when your marketing goes really well, because you have the essential like energy and mindset piece in order too. Because I could give you the best freaking strategy in the world, but if you're, you know, feeling like a freaking failure all the time, and you're feeling like, you know, you're just not good enough all the time, and you're like in that desperation mindset, well, that strategy isn't gonna work very well, because you know, it's just not. Paige says your energy is next level right now. Oh, thank you. That is like so good. I feel you right here, girl. This is awesome. So yeah, that's really what separates really freaking amazing coaches from people that are just, you know, they're here today and they're gone tomorrow. So I really highly encourage you to just like look at what's going on and be grateful and take an inventory of what is going well. This is something that my coach made me do very recently as I go into this launch, and I started like writing like, what is going well? What am I grateful for? What's going well? And all of a sudden everything is shifting, and it had like a huge profound effect on me, and I can't stress enough how important this is. Any of my clients that are watching right now, like, go and start doing this. I'll tell you guys about this in another training, but it's like because it's such a like simple thing. It's so basic, but it's so powerful. It's so like impactful. It's just like words cannot even explain. And yeah, so that's really important, and just being consistent with it too. Being consistent and not just like saying, okay, today I'm gonna be grateful, and then like the rest of the week I'm just gonna go and, you know, try to hustle or whatever. Like, you have to be grateful for everything, and you have to be really connected to what's going on, and make sure that you're connected to that energy of why you're even doing this in the first place, and connecting with the people that are actually like committing to work with you and committing to engage with you, emailing you, I mean, whatever. That is a huge deal, right? So it's really cool, because I'm actually doing a 5-day boot camp next week, and this is exactly what I've been doing with these people that are coming into my boot camp, right? So everybody that's coming in, I just like mentally, I just like open my arms up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so excited that this person is joining me. I am so excited for the amazing transformation that they're going to have. I'm so grateful that they gave me the privilege to be able to serve them for these 5 days. And they're actually like, hey Camila, yes, I trust you enough to guide me in this, in setting up this system and setting up these things to consistently show up online and to have more visibility. And they're giving me that trust, and I value that so much. And every single person that joins my boot camp, up until tonight when the boot camp sale goes away, I am just like arms open, and I'm just like, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So big shout out to all my mastermind sisters who are commenting, and I love you guys, and you guys are definitely a big part of my shift. And I really hope that this shift that is happening within me is also going to happen with all the people that connect with me as well, and it all just transforms the world. Like, that's literally what I hope happens. Far-fetched maybe, but I think it'd be nice if that happens, because I think that'd be amazing, right? So yeah, so if you're like, I am down with this and I want to attract more, and I want to have these amazing opportunities come my way, and I want more consistency in this. Some people like having a system and, you know, actually something that keeps them doing the thing, and it's like it becomes a part of your habit, becomes a part of your like daily activities, weekly activities. And there's actually very specific things that I share with my clients that I recommend that they do to maintain that visibility and to grow that visibility and be consistent with how they show up and what they say, and how they attract these people into their circle, so they are seen as those authorities. And it's not just authority as like, oh, I know my shit about, you know, X topic, but you actually are becoming a leader, and you're actually leading, you know, that movement that it is that you have, and you're passionate about whatever it is that you're passionate about, and you're changing people's lives because of that, right? So if you're totally on board with that, I would love for you to join my 5-day boot camp, and I'm so excited about it. There's such incredible people that are joining. They're all sharing about their missions and what they're excited about, what they're struggling with, so I can really support them on a personal basis in this intimate group over the next 5 days. If you're totally in with that and you want me to support you for the next 5 days to 5 times your visibility and authority status anytime that you desire, I'm going to show you how to set up a repeatable set up and blow up system that basically makes this super easy for you, even if you're more of an analytical person, or even if you're more woo. This is a way to really keep yourself like, here's exactly what I know I'm doing. There's a lot of people that say like, be visible, do this, but you don't know what they mean. You don't really know like, what are these things I'm supposed to be doing? What are these profit generating activities that I'm supposed to be doing every day or every week or every month or every quarter or every year? There are very specific things that you can do to grow your visibility, grow your authority status, and use marketing in a way that actually works for you. So I would love for you to join me. You can actually join this 5-day bootcamp, and you can actually join until midnight tonight, and you can join for 82% off. So this boot camp is actually normally would go probably for like $197. I'm also throwing in 2 bonuses that you can check out on the page too. Really awesome resources on creating irresistible opt-in offers and becoming a content machine. And you can join that for 82% off, which is just $37. Make sure that you check that out. And if you have any questions, just shoot me a message or comment below, and I'll be happy to support you. Again, we have really, really cool people, so you're gonna meet some really badass people that are joining us in this boot camp, and it's gonna be really freaking cool. So again, it's 37 bucks, which is pretty much a no-brainer from what people have told me, and I think so too. My last group program was like over $2,000, so I think it's gonna be really cool. And I'm doing this because I really just want to connect in a different way. I want us to have that connection, and that's really exciting to me, and it's very important to me at this stage in my life and business, right? Because I've done a lot of little things and they're very like, you do it on your own, and I'm kind of like, okay, bye. So that's different. We're actually going to be connected during this entire experience, so very excited. So if you want that, if you want to grab that, you can actually go to CamilaGornia.com/4DS bootcamp 1, number 1. Both the 4 and the 1 are numbers. I'm gonna pop in the comments after I hop off live, so you can check that out and you can grab your spot right there. And I'm super excited to see you. Hey Sue and hey Michelle, sorry that I'm about to hop off so I can get myself some sweaters because it's a little chilly here, and I need some shoes too for my event next month, because all I have are like normal boot like shoes, and I don't have any heels. I only have like like winter heels, and that's not what I need. I need like a cocktail party heels. Anyways, that's what's happening. So go ahead and check that out. Any questions, just shoot me a message or comments, and I'm super excited to have you. All right, enjoy your day. Bye.